Versatile Mage. Chapter 149. The Warrior Wolf. In the dead of the night, Mo Fan's routine was the same as before. He climbed up to the roof of the building and began to meditate. Meditating for the summoning element was actually a form of feeding. This meditation turned his summoning Stardust's magic energy into food to feed his summoned beast. The summoned beast's strength would increase greatly through absorbing the magic energy from the magician's Stardust. The speed at which Mo Fan restored his magic energy was relatively fast. The little loach pendant doubling the speed of his cultivation also meant that Mo Fan's magic energy replenished at twice the speed of a normal person. Mo Fan had already reached the third level of the summoning Stardust, so the magic energy he supplied to the spirit wolf was not small at all. In the past 2 months, Mo Fan had been using all of his magic energy to nurture the spirit wolf every day. However, he didn't notice any clear changes in the spirit wolf. Woo! While Mo Fan was meditating, a sudden howl was transmitted to him through the pact mark linking him and the wolf. It sounded a bit like a provocation. "This guy is battling again," Mo Fan murmured, feeling a little stunned. A summoned beast was unable to remain in the normal plane for long. They resided in the summoning plane. In that plane, there also existed many challenges they had to face. In what seemed to be an incomparably infertile land for them, each creature did its best to survive. Thus, they continuously had deadly fights with other creatures. Many times when Mo Fan summoned the spirit wolf, it would be riddled with scars. The past couple of times gave Mo Fan new insight into summoned beasts. In the past, Mo Fan thought the summoned creatures would always be in one place. As long as you called them, they would appear and use all their strength to fight. In reality, all of the creatures summoned from different planes had their own lifestyles. The agreement they had with magicians meant the magicians provided them with nourishment from their magic energy and a bit of strengthening. In return, they would appear and help the magicians battle when summoned. In the 2 months Mo Fan had been painstakingly cultivating, the spirit wolf had fought on its home plane more than 10 times. Essentially, it would go back to fighting other creatures again once it had recovered. To be honest, Mo Fan was actually very worried about the spirit wolf dying in the summoning plane. If that happened, Mo Fan would have to brand yet another spirit wolf, which took a lot of mental energy. Furthermore, the nourishment it had received for so long would be wasted. The battles within their plane were not something the magicians could help with. The only thing they could do was meditate and ensure they could provide the beasts with magic energy once their battles were over. The magic energy wasn't just food for their cultivation, it also allowed them to heal faster. After a while, the spirit wolf's battle finally came to an end. The mental mark had become quite weak. From this, Mo Fan could tell that the spirit wolf was badly hurt. "Shit, don't die on me." Mo Fan was scared. "I've never seen such a warlike summoned beast. Since you're being taken care of by a magician, why can't you just go find a safe place and be a good wolf?" Mo Fan didn't dare ponder too much over it. He hastily used the pact mark to transfer magic energy to the spirit wolf, hoping the energy would drag it back from the edge of death. The stardust that was filled with magic energy, the color of moonlight, quickly darkened. What relieved Mo Fan was that the spirit wolf's aura seemed to have recovered a little. "I'll summon you here and bring you to the school. Infirmary. There'll be healing element teachers who will help you heal up," Mo Fan sent to the spirit wolf. Mo Fan was now certain it had received a serious wound. If it didn't get treated in time, it would be in critical condition. When Mo Fan was about to interlink all 7 summoning stars, the spirit wolf transferred a rebuff to him through the mental link. "My wolf brother, if you just heal yourself, who knows how long that will take. If you meet another creature hostile to you at this time, you will definitely die," Mo Fan sent anxiously. Not long after, the spirit wolf replied, saying it was hiding in a very safe place. Mo Fan didn't know whether to laugh or cry. How did he find such a stubborn spirit wolf? It was on the verge of death, yet it was still sitting there waiting for its wounds to self-heal. Mo Fan was worried about the spirit wolf the entire night. The spirit wolf's aura finally stabilized as the sun rose. Mo Fan sent all of his magic energy that he had just regained to the spirit wolf. The spirit wolf was already in a deep sleep. Perhaps it wouldn't wake up for a long time. As long as it's alive. Mo Fan sighed. It seems like there's no hope to obtain the beast refinement blood. It won't be able to battle in this state. The wound the spirit wolf received this time was far too heavy. It would take a long time to recover. In this case, Mo Fan could only give up on the beast battle competition. The day of the welcoming meet was finally here. It was certainly the most majestic event of the Azure campus. The older students who had been in the school for a while would definitely not miss out on this chance to see the new students embarrass themselves. Many of the new students still believed their strength stood out from the rest and were waiting for a good opportunity to leap forward and become the focal point of the entire school. Perhaps every single one of the students here was the best of the best from their respective areas. However, in Pearl Institute, they were easily submerged in piles of magic geniuses. Did you guys ask around about the summoned beasts of the 7 summoner students? Inside the cafeteria, 4 to 5 boys sat together, looking as though they were secretly discussing a major issue of some other country. I've asked around. The guy called Hai Dafu has a white armor battle cocoon. Its combat prowess won't lose out against an adult magical beast. Zheng Bingshao has a rock demon soldier. It's a summoned beast with relatively strong defense and power. And then, there's a bone corpse demon. A guy who looked very excited replied quickly. Bone corpse demon. That kind of thing isn't something you should provoke. One guy nearly yelled. If you don't want to provoke it, then don't. Either way, there are still some who aren't too hard to deal with, the boy leading the discussion said. And there's one more summoner student called Mo Fan. I have yet to hear about what kind of summoned beast he has. It just happens that he's not in the same room as the other 6, the excited guy said. That doesn't matter, we'll just find something easy. An individual or team that defeats one of the summoned beasts will receive a great reward from the school. Yeah. Why else would we go through so much trouble to get intel on the enemy? The reward is not something I, Li Junwei, care about. There's actually that lightning kid who dared to contest against me about my Qin Xiaomian. Oh. Li Junwei, you just happen to like this kind of gentle and obedient girl. I'm not the same as you, I like Mu Nujiao. Shit. Who doesn't like Mu Nujiao? Do you know how many people got a nosebleed from seeing her on the first day? Yeah. She is a supreme goddess. Chapter end. Please guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe.